Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little review for the Office of Historical Corrections. I'm going to first read to you the notes I took in the book, and then while I'm doing that, so I'll give you the title, and then for most all of these I have a little one-word description of it. So I'll read the title, the one-word description of it, and then give you my memory of what the story was about, and then give you the thoughts I wrote down here, and then any thoughts that I remembered, and it'll kind of be like that. And then once I'm done, I'll go through, and there should be a couple. Actually, looks like I have one. There is one quote I have saved to share with you, so I will share a long quote with you, and then we'll be done. So the first one is called Happily Ever After, and I have this saved as a music video. So what was happening? Well, she worked at this like Titanic shaped museum thing, but it was also like a kids party house thing, and some famous artist did a music video in there, and she was in it, and she had a boyfriend, and I think she wasn't a very good girlfriend for her boyfriend. I can't really remember anymore. For this one I wrote, it had a lot going on. I'm not really sure how the Little Mermaid part was relevant. The first line, it was something about the Little Mermaid. To the rest, her whole backstory was sad. Her current life, I just felt mid about. I feel like that's enough description. Yeah. Next is Richard of York gave battle in vain, which I have saved as wedding. So this girl, she is like friends with the groom or whatever, and so the bride is having a rainbow themed wedding, and she's Christian, so it's Noah's Ark themed actually. And so all the bridesmaids each have their own color, and the bride is white, and the girls just asked to come along, and then the bride runs away from the wedding and they go to a water park. That's what I remember from it. And I wrote, I liked this one a lot. It was fun, a fun blip in time, and a good look into the character's mind. That is beautifully done. This could be a good blip. A fun blip in time and a good look into the character's mind. That kind of rhymes. That's sad. Next I read boys go to Jupiter, the Confederate flag. Okay, so this girl, her boyfriend gets her bikini that's the Confederate flag, and then you post it on the internet. Which, ladies, let's agree. Letting your boyfriend post bikini pics is a terrible idea. And I'm pretty sure he took the picture in 6, so that's sus. But anyways, this girl's kind of stupid. And so she just kind of gets roped in this online thing, and then it just consumes her and becomes her personality. She decides, okay, you guys are crazy, and I am going to become a Confederate flag lady, even though she wasn't before. And she hurt a lot of people, and she hurt herself a lot too. I wrote, that was very good. The author does a good job exploring anger and pain and sorrow of Claire. I also think she did a better job weaving the past and present together in this story compared to the previous two. That is also a really good little description of it. I'm doing so good at this. 4 was Alcatraz, grandpa issues. You know, like daddy issues? They had grandpa issues. So the grandpa raised the granddaughter of their strange daughter, who was like basically a drug addict, and the granddaughter was partially black, and the rest of her family did not like it. And then the granddaughter's daughter was trying to reconnect them because her mom became obsessed with her grandpa's legacy, and she wanted her mom to focus on something else, so she tried to connect her to her family. 4, it felt like a testimony. I was invested, but it didn't grip me, which sounds contradictory, but it was very true. Might have just been a wrong time type of deal. Yeah, I was very like tired that day, and I didn't want to be reading I didn't want to start a new book. So I read my short story collection like I normally do. I don't want to start a new book. Because I think it was good. I don't know if I liked it. It was satisfying though. So those are my thoughts on number 4. Number 5 is Why Won't Women Just Say What They Want? Apology 1. So this is, apology 1 is the description, the 1-word description, which is 2 words. Most of these are actually 2 words, except for wedding. And anything could disappear. Which is not, that's the title. I didn't do that right. But anyways, the apology one, this one was so good actually. So this guy, he hurt so many women because he was misogynist a prick, and he basically wrote a bunch of apologies, and then he did this apology volcano, and then he fell into it, and that was the story, and it was really good. I really liked it. I would really recommend this one actually. This one's 5. Where's 5 here? I don't know that the title was answered, but it was very good and just the right length. I also think it was very unique. Would recommend to people. The blunt prose style also suited the story. All of that is beautifully accurate. I really like this one. The story was so unique, and especially with how it was told and formatted, I really think you should read this one. Although I think my title was better. Apology 1 is, I don't know. I think the title's good. Happily Ever After was not a good title. I don't like that title for that story. Okay, and then Anything Could Disappear. The technically kidnapped kid. Okay. So what's happening in the story is this girl, she's on the bus, and then this lady, she's like, can you watch my kid? And she's like, and then she watches her kid. And then the lady never comes back for the kid, and she just decides she's going to keep the kid, even though she should report him to the authorities. And it's about her loving her shady life with this cute kid that's too sweet for this world. The story was very unique, and we got a very good look into the main character's mind. Yes. It's also so messed up. Just because she took the kid. If it was her own kid, I think the story would be very empowering, but the ending would still be too sad. Imagine if it was her kid. The story would have such different vibes. I would love this story. I want to read it. This, but I kind of don't because I just read this one. This story, Anything Could Disappear, but instead of it being some other person's kid, it's her kid. Because I think with the ending, guys, those of you who have also read this, you probably haven't. Wouldn't that be amazing? I really think that would be amazing. And then the last one is not a short story, it's a novella. The Office of Historical Corrections. I don't have a 1-word thing. The title is apt. I think the ending of this was too gruesome. So what was happening in this one is this lady, she kind of just fixed plaques, basically. That's her job, to make sure they're historically accurate plaques everywhere. And they kind of let her do whatever she wants, mostly. So yeah, and then her boss calls her up and she's like, hey, you know that former employee who was our friend? Who was your friend in your childhood? Yeah, she's causing problems for us. So I need you to go over there and fix the thing that she's making problems about. And yeah. So that's what that was about. It was really good. It felt like a whole story, though the ending might have been melodramatic. Yeah. The ending was something. I think it's the right ending. No. And when I first finished it, it felt like the author didn't know how to end it, and then so she did that, but I think that was the right ending for that particular character, that gruesome bit. Those of you who have read it, that gruesome bit was necessary. But yeah. So that was really good. I'm glad I did that good way. So now I'm going to read to you this quote I have saved. It's a long one. It is in Richard of York Gave Battle in Vain. All her adult life, people have asked Rena why she goes to such dangerous places, and she has always wanted to ask them where the safe place is. The danger is in chemicals and airports and refugee camps and war zones and regions known for sex tourism. The danger also sometimes took their trash out for them. The danger came over for movie night and brought them a popcorn maker for Christmas. The danger hugged her mother and shook her father's hand. Isn't that just beautiful? Danger is all around us. I forgot about that quote, to be honest. But it is a good one. I chose a good one to do that too. I don't remember writing in brown in this. I did though. This looks more orange right here. It was brown though. But yeah, this is a good book. Very floppy. I also love this because I got it for Christmas and my friend wrote me a letter. It's my letter, not your letter. But yeah. Would I recommend this short story collection? The answer is yes. I think the stories were all engaging, although some of them were just like too stupid. And I think I didn't like the short one, and I think that really influenced my view of the book. Also, the previous short story collection I read was Ken Liu's Paper Mangeré, which has a completely different prose writing style than this. I think that really influenced this because the first couple that I read, I was really looking for that poetic writing style, and this just isn't that. It's very blunt, and it can be beautiful, like that quote I just read, but it isn't on any line. I'm going to hear this. I can turn to any page and there will be a beautiful line for me to read to you. And that was a hard shift for my brain. But I would say all the stories had very unique plots, at least compared to what I normally read. And they were all satisfying and well done. Except for that first one. I really didn't like that first one. And I would say I did think every time I read them, oh, that one was better than before. So I think looking back, this short story collection was really good and you should read it. But it wasn't my favorite one. So yeah, that is that. And in case you didn't watch my wrap-up video, the next short story collection I am reading is A Catalog for the End of Humanity. I think I should get through it pretty quick because I'm already almost halfway through it. I've read 6 out of 15, including the foreword. So that's pretty good. But yeah, that is The Office of Historical Corrections by Danielle Evans. Thank you to Danielle Evans for writing this book. Thank you to Lexi Nova for recommending me this book. Thank you to my friend Jen for getting me this book. Thank you to YouTube for hosting this, and thank you to you for watching this. And I hope to see you in a future video. Toodaloo!